everybody. Welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are getting into Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, Chapter 1. We played through the introduction scenario with Bayor, and so now we're going to get into the actual scenario, the actual game. So, welcome aboard. Don't mind the beard, it will be gone tomorrow. So, it's just I didn't have enough time today. There's a lot of stuff going on at work. So we're going to get into Tainted Grail. We're going to have a lot of fun. This game really interests me, so I think it's a solid win, but let's see where it goes. Let's see who we got. Hey, Kate. Hey, Brian. What's going on? Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. How's it going? Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff to go over before we kick off. Well, not a lot of stuff to go over. We have just some reminder stuff to go over, and then some new added things that we're going to get into and do it. Vacation beard. It is what it is, and I need to shave it off. So I'm going to be getting rid of it tonight probably, so it's gone. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Pull up a chair, pull up a chair. Okay, so let's get some information, get down to the table, get this thing kicking and going, because I'm super pumped and excited to play this. I'm not just saying that, I really am. Okay, Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. It is, I'd say an 8.3 on Board Game Geek. Thematic 17, overall 79. Best played 1 to 2 player. So I'll be playing solo, so best play, and I'm in that range, and about 60 to about an hour to 2 hours to play. 14 plus, the weight is about a 3.29. Out of 5, which means there's some complexity and things to remember. But I've got you at the table with me, so if I screw up, I'll know. You'll tell me, and even if you don't catch it, someone in the comments will say, "Hey, you missed this thing," and then we'll learn, we'll build it up. But a 3.29, I think we've been able to handle that so far. We get the 4 range, I struggle a little bit. So. Designed by Christoph and Marcin, who have done a great job creating this beautiful game of Arthurian legend, which I'm a huge fan of. I loved humanities in school and learning about the Arthurian legend and the Knights of Camelot, and even just the world around that time. I'm talking about just it's just amazing. The 13th Legion stuff. I'm super pumped about it. So artists, Peter. I don't want to screw up your names, but you've done a great job of building a beautiful game, of drawing beautifully on it. I'm so sorry. I don't want to butcher your name, so please forgive me. And it looks like Batar, Patrick, Iwa, and Michael. And 2 more people that aren't named. If I got those wrong, I'm sorry. Published by Awakened Realms, who we know develop great games like This War of Mine, Ether Fields, so many other titles that they're coming up with, Lords of Hellas, Nemesis, just to name just a couple things that they've done. So they've got the traction and a lot of stuff behind them, so we're super pumped about it. Okay. Table time. Alright, so I've got stuff set up here. I've got like an epic track going in the background to get me in the mood. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, I don't think you can hear it. You can just hear me. But I've got music going in the background. You'll hear it. You will definitely hear it because we've got audio narrations to go through the book that we're going to be dealing with. I've got a notepad here to take notes and that I need to keep in mind because they say take some notes. You might need some. I've got the status pad that I have laminated to basically show the different things that we find, get, and statuses that we need to deal with. Statuses? Plural status. Statuses. It just feels weird to say it. So we just got a save sheet that I laminated for us to use. We're going to use our lovely pen so we can dry erase on it. We've got Ailey's letter, her advanced pool for combat, her advanced pool for diplomacy. I've already shuffled it, but you know me. No shenanigans. So I shuffle for shenanigans on this channel. So we'll just give these a quick shuffle. I don't think anything crazy is going on. And so that's her combat advance pool. And see, I'm learning. I'm learning, y'all. Look, I'm learning. And yes, these cards are sleeved. I got some sleeves in that will really work. This is the item deck that we're gonna shuffle about. We're going to shuffle about. The nice shuffled items deck for whenever we have to draw from that stuff. We've got her board here that you haven't... I think I showed you hers recently, but this is hers fully filled out. Let me hold this up so you can see. So this is Ailey. And it says, an outcast whose entire family perished in the Wyrdness. She makes a modest living supplying healing herbs and roots to the locals. So she's all about empathy, and she has caution. She has courage and practicality. So she's not a aggressive fighter. She's more of a caring soul. I'm okay with that. She starts off with 7 health. She has no fear, and she has 7 energy. Yeah, so we're good. She has 3 food and 1 rep starting off. So she's starting off at a wonderful place. So we'll flip her over, and it says healing herbs. For 2 energy, we can restore 1 health to you or another character in the location only out of settlement. So we can't be in a settlement when that happens. You made me look up the plural status. Statuses and status are both correct. Status. I want to look at the multiple status. It sounds weird to say it, right? She also has traumatized. This is her negative condition. You can't reduce terror when resting in a location without an active menhir. So if I'm not in a location with an active menhir, I cannot reduce terror. So she's scared. She's scared. So that's hers. We've got our diplomacy deck. Of course, you know I'm going to give this a nice shuffle. Statuses. Both of those sound wrong. Statuses. The tie. So her diplomacy and her combat. I have not looked at her combat. I don't know what we're going to be like. If she doesn't encounter, it might be a little rough. So we'll see. So we've got that set up. We've got our encounters here. And what I've done, because I did some checking and people say you can do either or, is your first encounter, and we'll talk about kind of there's a way to encounter these. Actually, let's go in order. Let's go in order before I start shuffling. So we grab chapter 1. Chapter 1. And we're going to be getting into chapter 1. It's the tie. So it says prepare the event deck. Find all parts of chapter 1 and stack them from 6 on the bottom to 1 on the top. Hint, always take extra care when building the event deck and double check that it's stacked correctly, with part 1 at the top and the rest in the ascending order. Hint, some event cards will modify the event deck. For example, by adding random events on top of it. Additionally, the exploration journal sometimes asks you to resolve a specific part of the chapter. In such a case, take that specific card from the deck and resolve it without altering the rest of the pile. Altering. Now follow the instructions on the back. So we flip this over, and these are chapters, the events, chapters 1, 2, 1, part 1, part 2. Sorry, I lied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there are the chapters there. We flip this over. It says, build your 4 initial encounter decks, gray, green, purple, and blue. And I'll hold this up so you can see. 1 player, use all cards with a 1 symbol on them. So that's what I've done. I've kind of gone through here, and all these symbols at the top that you see are just the 1 that's on here. Say for this first encounter. And as I was saying before, as I shuffle these, you shuffle them and put them there. But they said that shuffle the decks. If this is your first game, place a matching your first encounter card on top of the encounter deck. So this is our true first game since we played the tutorial. And I didn't use... if I would use Bayor, maybe I could have found the reason to not do that. But since Ailey is kind of new to the world, to the quest, I'm going to start off with the first encounters for her. And we're just going to shuffle these up. She is the character I like least because she's only one for whom it is not recommended to go to exhaust. Ooh. Yikes. Well, blame my Patreons, Edgar. They picked her for me. Blame my Patreon. And while I'm shuffling this, I do want to say thank you to my Patreons. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to my YouTube subscribers. The 500 sub stream is coming. It will be here soon, and we will play games and have a good time. And we put the first encounter on the top. There you go. Okay, so that shuffled, everything shuffled up. So it says, you are now ready to start Chapter 1 of The Fall of Avalon. As your first action of the game, try exploring your starting location. Remember to read the introduction of the exploration journal before you explore for the first time. Now, we've done that in the previous one. Now, discard this card and reveal the top card of the event deck, which is this. Now, discard this card and reveal the top card of the event deck, right here. We get blamed and thanked in the same sentence. So we need a discard pile. So I'm going to put the discard pile off to the side over here. And then we're going to take the first card, which is the event Chapter 1. Let's get into it. Place this card on top of the active quest pile. So that's going to be bam. Actually, no, that's going to be right here next to the event. All right, so let's throw this up. The time is short. The guardian Menhir that has been protecting your town since the ancient days is about to go dark. Rumor has it that there's a secret druidic ritual that may help you rekindle the Menhirs. You must explore the location surrounding Connaught to find it. So our quest. What is your quest? Earn Menhir Right's secret card. To do so, you will have to explore the location surrounding Connaught 101. Success. As soon as you have the Menhir Rights, resolve Chapter 1, Part 5 card from the event deck and discard this card. Remember not to change the structure of the rest of the deck. Hint. If this is your first game, try to return to Connaught at the end of the day and spend the night there to read the dream, as dreams often contain hints. So that is our quest. Okay, so that's the first thing we draw. Let's talk about Ailey and see what's going on. So remember, we read Beor's notice as the Forge Master Earfear kind of like, hey, deuce, and left after tricking him. So now we've got Ailey, and it says, my dearest apprentice, how I regret what little time we had for your education. I was forced to leave town before I could pass on even a fraction of the knowledge you deserve, though the fact you'd rather spend time in the meadows than in the temple certainly did not help. Know this. The sagas of old are true. Our island once belonged to twisted immortal powers. Avalon was not created for humans, but Arthur, the first of the knights who landed on these shores with our people, subdued this realm inch by inch. He took the Grail from the Four-Dwellers and used it to bring seasons and cycles known from our world to this godless place. We all thought the Menhir in our village was raised to immortalize this. The truth is, it was created to keep these ancient powers out, anchoring the island to the world of mankind. Now, the Menhirs go dark, and we will soon follow them into oblivion. Thus, Lord Yvain secretly gathered the 5 strongest and wisest champions, including me. He leads us east to seek help in Camelot before it's too late, before the land fragments and sinks into the Wyrdness. If we do not return or send word in 30 days, it means we have failed, and the fate of Connaught falls to you. Yvain thought you too unstable to go with us, and my runes foretold you would not return alive if you did. But alone, you might stand a chance. Save our people, or, if you cannot, try to save yourself. And always remember, to me, you were the daughter I could never have. Stay safe. Niante, Priestess of Connaught. This is her card. Yay. Okay. What is that? Do note card you just revealed is the event of day 1. No, it's not. I thought it would be 2. It's not. It's not the event of day 1. Because that's the event this is the quest, not the event of day 1. I actually had to dig through this to make it make sense. What happens now is because this setup tells you to reveal this card to reveal your quest, but it's not the event of day 1. And maybe that's what you're saying. It's not the event of day 1. When we start going through the track, and I probably need to move this closer to me so I can see it properly, then that determines the event of day 1. But it's not really, because we haven't ticked down anything, we haven't begun the game. It was just kind of like a setup. I thought so too. I thought so too, but it's not. So it is really. I was reading that it wasn't. Like they were saying that it wasn't the event of day one. It was just the quest that you get, and from there you then have to draw the next thing that goes through. But we'll see. We'll see. It's an exception. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. All right. Okay. So we are ready to begin. First thing we do is remove expired menhirs. So I'm going through the start of day track as we begin our quest. Menhir and timer dials and location tokens. So we shift this from 8 to 7. And I didn't put the big menhir here because it's like, poof, and I'm still painting them. I'm still painting them, so I spray painted them black, but when I bring them back to the table, they will be so much better. So we're going to use the die for today. And then next time, we'll have a menhir. Reveal event card. Well, according to Jack and Edgar, saying this is an exception, don't reveal the next event. Okay, so then it said move guardian. There are no guardians on the board to move. Pick items and secrets. We have no secrets and no items to deal with. Then we get to our action. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to explore Connaught Farmhold because the book told me to do so. So that's going to be 1 energy to do so. And we're going into card 1, which we get into our narration. Yay. And so let me get this up here. And let me know if this is too loud. If it's too loud, let me know and I'll take it down. We're in 101. Here we go.
A deep feeling of loss fills everything in Kuanat, from dilapidated farms to the sunken eyes of those who remain in town. The menhir in the market is all but extinguished, and everyone brave or resourceful enough has left to find a solution.
All right. I'll turn the music down and then I'll turn it. Yeah, I'll turn the music down a little bit. And then I'll shut it off when we go back to the main screen so you don't have to hear the music, you'll just hear the audio narrations. So basically, that's the exact same thing that is on this beautifully artworked card here. Everything that you're seeing is on here. So we got to check before action. So check before action. If you have the Winds of Wyrdness status, we do not. If you have secret card 66, nope. If you have the Hunter's Mark status, nope. So then we go down to select our action. Otherwise, read the book. Otherwise, we select our action. Do we visit the families of the champions from the first expedition? If you're to find them, knowing more about them help, we can ask the town people to help us prepare. We can rest for the day in your own home. You can wander the alleys twisted by the Wyrdness, only if the Menhir model is not in your location, or we can leave and our exploration end. So, I'll shut, once we get done with this specific thing and we move back out, I'll shut off the audio, the music, and then we'll have just the narration speaking. Alright, so our options are, I want to, and we turn this over for right now because that's where we are. I want to, and I could probably make this a little bit more accessible for y'all because not a grand scene going on over here. I can shrink this in, and I'll move this to the side to give you a little bit more screen space. How about that? So I flipped it over here. We've got 7, it's here on the farmhold, and we need to determine what we want to do. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to visit the families of the champions. Actually, let me shut this off. Let me tell the music to stop it. Then we're going to go back to 101. Then adjust the volume.
A deep feeling of loss fills everything in Kuanat, from dilapidated farms to the sunken eyes of those who remain in town. The menhir in the market is all but extinguished, and everyone brave or resourceful enough has left to find a solution.
Okay, so I'm going to visit the families of the champions for the first expedition, and to find out if it says it, if it has the symbol of the book, if you're not playing with the audio, has the symbol of the book on it. And when you have the symbol of the book, you go to the book itself, and it shows you this, which is exactly what you see that's there below. So you see it's going through with everything. So I'm going to go with visiting the families because I want to know what's going on, where'd they go, that type of thing. So let's go there.
This long winter, nearly everyone here lost a friend or a family member. First to hunger, then to disease. Finally, the 5 remaining pillars of the community, the only heroes this land had ever known, suddenly left. Now, when you look into the distant eyes of the last remaining residents, you realize they want to forget.
All right, so awesome. So it says that we can loosen their tongues. There is an old custom, a late night wake from those who wandering far from their home. Holding it for everyone who left with the expedition won't be cheap, though. Ask them to share their burdens or leave. And there's some cost to it, too, because loosen their tongues, it says pay 1 wealth or 1 food to go to reverse 2. Ask them to share their burdens requires empathy. I've got empathy. I'm going to ask them to share their burden. I'm not paying them jack. So I'm going to ask them to share their burden. So it says it requires 1 empathy. I've got 2. I'm good. Let's do it. So I'm going to ask them to share their burdens. Yep, I got it.
It takes a while to break the silence of the grief-stricken people. But when you do, stories of separations and departures flood you like torrential rain. You try to remember every detail. The color of a palfrey horse the village priestess, Niante, rode. The ornament on the hauberk that young Lord Yvain wore. The strange drinking horn Ephir, the smith, used to lug around. The birthmark of Fael, the master huntsman. The embroidered cape of Ober, the seasoned traveller who'd seen all parts of the island. Who knows what detail can help you down the road?
Gain part 1 of the fate of the expedition status. So we look for fate of the expedition. We get part 1. Just gonna bubble that in. So we gain that on our sheet that's over here. I just bubbled it in. You can see the dot. Then it says exploration ends. Cool. So exploration has ended. Yep. Game part 1. Exploration ends. And it takes us back out to the main screen. I love this app. This app is awesome. It's like this War of Mine, but with audio. Okay, so we put that down there. We've gotten the app. And then we flip this back over. And it says that we can look at the Menhir for free. It doesn't cost any actions while we're here. So activate a Menhir. Requires all characters the Menhir write secret card and the Stone Shaper's Tool secret card. You have to pay 2 energy, 2 health, 2 wealth, and 2 magic per player to recharge the Menhir. So we're flipping back over. We've done our exploration there. We're good. Okay, so first for the town people, I can get a rep if I use 1 energy to do that. They said the book also said that I could dream. I'm gonna explore again because nothing's wrong with doing that. I'm just going to try something a little different. So I'm gonna spend another energy to explore Hana one more time. And she doesn't have to read it to us again. Then we're gonna go, I'm gonna ask the townspeople to help me prepare. Ooh, I don't have the thing. Sorry. There we go. This time I'm going to ask the townspeople to help me prepare. So, ask town folks to help me prepare.
Though they have little left, they share with you their last remaining supplies. Somehow this seems unworthy of a hero, but since all the true heroes were lost, who will dare to question your methods?
Yeah, that's fair. So if you have at least one rep, I do. I've got one rep. And you don't have the scavenger status. I do not have that status. Except each party member gains 2 food. Alright, this is looking decent. 2 food. Then gain 1 random item and the scavenger status. Scrounger status. So scrounger status. Got it. Check that off on my sheet. And I gain an item. So let's oh gosh, what is wrong with it? So we're gonna go over to our deck, pull an item, and we got the oiled tent. Each character in your locations ignores the unnatural chill and howling gale events. I don't know what that means, but it's probably good. So that's what I got. I'm gonna put it right here. I got some tents. It's intense. And exploration ends. Okay. So we are back out here. Cool. So I've got rep, got food, but we need to figure out what's going on. And remember, I need to end my night here, as the book was saying, to help me find some clues. So I can spend once per day, I could spend 1 energy. I got 3 energy left. I can move, and then get my rep, and that should be good. Because I want to see what's here. And to be able to see what's here, remember, the Menhir shines in everything around it, so I kind of want to see what's a boot. what's close by. This is just an area. It says for 4 energy, combat trial, lose 1 health, gain 1 experience once per day. This one says that I have to draw a gray encounter card as soon as I get into it. Not cool. This is a place to get food but draw an encounter card, but you can dream here. And this is the Forlorn Sword. If I spend 1 energy at the smith shop, pay 1 wealth, draw 1 craftable item. I don't have any wealth, so so I can't really do much there. It would be able to move, explore, move, right? I think my plan is going to be to, and I'm my head's always, when you see my head do this, is me looking at the chat to see if y'all said anything. So I think I may check out the Warrior Fair to open up these 2 areas and see what's there. So 1 energy is going to be to move to the Warrior Fair. As soon as that hits, I have to unlock areas. Looks like the only area that's able to unlock is 108. So I will grab the 108 location card. Which is the Grubwood. When you enter this location, this exploration is free. Some think it was given this name because it fed settlers in dire times. Others believe it's due to the maggots crawling over its slumping trees. So the Grubwood comes in right here. Okay. I'm going to spend to explore this village. I'm down to 3 energy. So I'm going to explore 103, the Warrior Fair. I'll flip it over. Let me show you the card, and then we'll do the audio. That looks pretty dang awesome. Okay, so let's get 103 up.
The sea of tents bustles with the sounds of combat and haggling, though you can't help but notice that even this festival has grown smaller since last year. It is a strange place. On one side, lords and rich merchants from all over the island. On the other, young men trying to prove themselves in combat and earn a contract, or a rare lone warrior looking for a new master.
Alright, so we've got some actions to select from. And let me get the book just in case there's more to it. So this is 103. Okay, so we can learn about the Connaught's champions and their expedition. Take part in the grand tournament. One character only, requires no deal breaker status. We don't have that. Explore the City of Tents only if you don't have part 1 of Helping Hand status. Buy a contract and try to sell it for a profit. Pay 1 wealth or leave. Okay, so I can explore the City of Tents only if you do not have part 1 of the Helping Hand status. Or I could learn more about the expedition. Let's stay on task. I'm going to learn more about the expedition.
It doesn't take long before you meet some inland merchants who saw a party like the one you're looking for on the road to Timberwall Hold 3 weeks ago. It appears the heroes of Kuanacht journeyed to find the entry to the cursed ruins of the Four-Dweller capital, Tuathon, with plans to retrieve something of great value. Weird and troubling news. Maybe there's something else to learn.
So I wrote down a note that says Timberwood Hold, heroes went there. So if the heroes went to Timberwood Hold, that's probably where we need to go. So we got some actions. It says search for witnesses or leave. And search for witnesses says pay 1 energy per party member to search for witnesses. No. Because we got 1 energy left and I'm not going to exhaust it right now. So we're going to leave. And we're
The sea of tents bustles with the
we're gonna
sounds of
leave that
combat and
to
haggling, though you can't help but notice that even this
and we're done. We're done exploring. So let's flip this back over and come back here. Because I'm not trying to be tired. So I'll leave this up because the dream's going to happen. So we will, for my last energy, I'm going to move back. Connaught. And that's all I can do. I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, so let's go to end the day activities. It says rest. Consume 1 food. We're pretty food good, so we're going to take 1 of these away. To restore health and lose terror. If you don't have food, drop the 0. Blah blah blah. Restore energy to full. So she said you can't reduce terror when resting in a location without an active Menhir. So she's good. Restore to full. If you're exhausted, restore 4 instead. Advance your character by spending experience. We've got none. Modify your dex if you need to, but we're not there yet. If you're in a location with a dream icon, read the dream. So we're going to the dream of Kana. And you don't have dreams in here, do you? Do not. Okay. I don't know about a secret check. Alright, so it looks like it doesn't have dreams, so we'll deal with the dreams. You could have continued exploring another choice. Oh, I could have? My bad. I didn't know. I'm learning. Alright, so in your restless, so in our dream, we're not insane, so we don't get a nightmare, we just get a dream. In your restless dream, a pale lady rises from the water, her eyes milky and her skin spoiled with rot. She whispers something into your ear, Her breath smells of sea salt, pelt, and rotten fish. You barely remember the words. There was something about 3 enigmas, one hidden under the Isle of the Dead, one clutched in the grasp of burned hands and arms, and one buried in a mist-covered mound. But what could it mean? The dream refers to 3 of the 8 locations surrounding Kana. It's possible, this is a hint, it's possible some of them have not yet been revealed. So we're going to take some notes. So we got 1 dream, 1. We've got, it says, where am I? 1 hidden under the Isle of the Dead. Under Isle of Dead. The other is clutched in the grasp of burned hands and arms. Clutched in burned hands and arms. And another one buried in a mist-covered mound. Buried in mist-covered mound. Okay. Got my notes. Okay. The dream ends there. That's the end of the dream. So we will. Do you have the echoes of the past sheet for it? Yes, I do. Her echoes of the past sheet is right here. I laminated it. I laminated it out. So I need to complete these things. So it says play at least 5 combat cards. In single activation, go to Ailey's Memory 1, have 3 Menhirs active. Visit an unfriendly settlement, so I haven't done that yet. Defeat a weird child, visit location 155. Have a nightmare, haven't done that. Use your character action on a character who has 3 or less health, which is including myself. Be present in a location that's discarded due to being out of the active Menhir range, and have the Moldy Tome or the Shadow Soak Scroll item. So I do have hers here. I'll put it over here so people can see it and be like, hey, do you have that thing? Right. Okay, so that is the dream, because we're living it. If you're going insane, start the next day. So rest, restore, spend XP, modify deck, dream, throw it back. And let's hide this. You can see what I'm doing. Alright, so on the track, we start the next day. Remove expired Menhirs. Tick down the timer, so this goes from 7 to 6. Reveal event card. So we reveal the next event. So this is the event. Homeless vagabonds roam the roads and trails. Many hail from fishing villages further west, where the last Menhirs went dark weeks ago. Though malformed and sick, they are the lucky ones. Their tales chill you to the bone. Is this the fate that awaits your land? So we can help the refugees. Each player may spend 1 wealth or 1 food to gain 1 rep and 1 XP. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Place 5 minus 1 per player additional random event cards on the top of the event deck, then discard this card. So I'm going to pay 1 food. So let me do that. Oof. 1 food. And I'm going to get 1 rep and 1 XP. And then place 5 random events. Let's get the random event stuff. And you'll know it says random events because it says random event. So I'm going to shuffle these up. Too much information, Brian. Too much information. So shuffle these up. I gotta shuffle them my way or else I'm gonna go crazy. Because this, I'm still learning. Oh, gosh. Shuffle these for real. Okay, and then we'll just mix them up pretty good. And it said another event should have been drawn on turn 1, so you were right. I knew it! I knew it! I looked it up, but I doubted myself. It's okay. It's alright. We'll keep it running. We'll keep it running. That's alright. Let's pull that back in here. And then we're gonna draw. Oh, draw reveal event. So draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are the 5 random events. -1. -1. So 4 random events because it's -1 per player. That's your timer. That and the Menhir. And then it said put these on top of the event deck. Okay. Then discard this card. Hint. There are several ways to gather food or heal around your starting location. You may need to find them, though. And it said discard this card, so we'll put that over there and discard it. And that was our event. But the designer said otherwise when game was just out, and it was their mistake. Oh, okay. It's all good. It's all good, man. We're gonna have fun. It's all good. Okay, so I gave them food, got some stuff. We're good. Okay. After we move guardians, no guardians to move, pick items, we're taking the tent with us, and it's action time. Okay, so we need to find stuff. It says 1 under Isle of Dead, clutched in burned hands and arms, and buried in mist-covered mound. This doesn't really seem like a buried in mist-covered mound scenario. Let's go ahead and see what's up here. So I'm going to spend 1 energy to move up. And let's reveal 6 and 7. 6 is the 4-dweller. Mounds. Ooh, mist-covered mound. 4-dweller mounds. I think this is what we're looking for. So 2 energy, treasure hunt. Gain 1 terror, 1 wealth, and roll a die. If your result is a 6, read verse 4. With the former masters of the island gone, no one is left to guard their buried treasure. That's 6. And then we've got whitening. So as soon as we move here, draw a blue encounter. When you enter this location, we can trade with town folks to gain some money. And once this place has another name and a busy market, it has a Menhir, but it's a unfriendly village, which isn't cool. So what? So the 4-dweller mound matches the buried and mist-covered mound stuff. So it's all good. It's all good. So I think I'm gonna spend an energy to move into this zone, and there's nothing really that's gonna affect us based on the card. So I'm gonna spend another energy to explore the 4-dweller mound. So 106. So we're going to 106. It says check before exploration. If you have the Winds of Wyrdness status, select this option. Verse 4, choose this as a result of location card action. What? Okay, let's go to this so it'll make sense to me. 6. If you have the Winds of Wyrdness status, remove this location card from the game and replace it with location 123. Otherwise, read on. So I think that otherwise... otherwise, read on. That's this. Here we go.
The mist-covered mounds resonate with the sound of spades and pickaxes. Once, only insane treasure hunters worked here. But as more and more gold emerged from under the earth, these burial grounds turned into a regular mine. Or at least, almost regular. People still disappear or go mad here on occasion.
On occasion. So we could wander deeper into the mound. We could chat with the miner. Or we can leave. As a result of a location. Okay, so there's no result, so it's otherwise. So we were at the otherwise. Alright, so we wander into the mound. Chat with the miner. Or leave. I think I think I want to... Let's chat with the miner. See what happens.
You stop and listen to a miner's tale. They say a young foreman's apprentice once met a pale, sad girl between the mounds, and she ran from him without a single word. Over the following weeks, he kept slipping away from his work to wander between the mounds looking for her. He saw her 2 more times, but never managed to catch on. Finally, one day, he noticed the girl running into an open four-dweller mound. He followed her. The place was dark and teeming with strange powers. The apprentice kept pushing onwards, even as voices taunted him and laughed. Finally, after hours of fruitless search, he emerged from the exit, only to discover his body and posture had changed. He was now a young, pale girl. Before she was able to overcome the shock of this discovery, a gruff foreman's apprentice spotted her. Shocked and ashamed, she ran away and wandered the mounds for days, until she found an open tomb again. This time, there was an empty coffin inside. The girl was so tired she lay in it and fell asleep. She woke up in a comfortable bed as a 6-year-old boy who still shuddered from the intensity of his dream. This dream never left his mind and finally pushed him to leave his village at the age of 15 and sign up as a foreman's apprentice in the mounds. The man who tells you this story has sunken, sad eyes full of fear and yearning. You thank him for his time and discreetly move away.
If you don't have part 2 of Burning Mystery status, each party member gains 1 XP. Sweet. And then gain part 2 of the Burning Mystery status. Burning Mystery part 2. Okay. Inspiration and continue. So I don't have part 2 Burning Mystery status. Each party member gains 1 XP, then gain part 2 of the Burning and Exploration. So Exploration just ended. I've got 2 energy left, which is enough to get me back to Connaught. But do we want to dream there? Or we can dream in the Hunter's Grove. I think we can. I kind of want to explore this again for the next thing, because I want to go deeper into the mine. So I've got 2 energy left. Let's do it. Exploration ended, but I'm going to explore again on 106. And this time, we're going to wander deep into the mounds.
No one was ever able to count the mounds, and the most experienced miners claim new ones keep arriving, though no one can explain how. How far do you dare to wander?
So it says, we can stick to the places where other miners work. Roll a die and check your result on verse 8. Go just beyond the currently explored part. Pay 1 energy per party member. Roll a die and add +1 for each point of courage. Check the result. Walk and don't stop until you find something interesting. Pay 2 energy per party member, roll a die, and add +2 for each point of courage. There is... Oh, I can dream there. So I'm going to I'm going to go just beyond the current explored part. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay the 1 energy because I'm going to dream here and see what happens. So I'm going to pay 1 energy going down to 2. And then I'm going to roll a die and add +1 for each point of courage. I've got 1 point of courage. So we grab our die, which is here. It's over here so you can see it. I got a 3. So out of my 3, I add +1 for my courage, so it's 4. So 4. The thick mist surround. So let's see if we can figure this out. So we're gonna go just beyond the explored part. Yep. Yep. And my result was a 4. The thick mist surrounds you while morning song in an unknown language pierces your mind. Each party member gains 1 terror. Yay! Exploration ends. That was awesome. Okay. Okay. So that will end my effects of the day. Put this down. And we keep on trucking. So, let's see. So I'm done. Rest, consume 1 food. So I consume 1 food. I end of the day consume 1 food. Restore energy. I'm not exhausted. Spend experience. Well, if we look at how we advance in our card, come on, show it. So we can spend 2 XP. So for character advancement, if we spend 2 XP, we can start doing some deck building by drawing 3 combat or diplomacy cards and choose 1, put the rest back on the shuffle. Or we could spend 2 XP to get first point in one of your attribute pairs. So I could spend this 2 XP to get some aggression, or I can get some spirituality. She's not really an aggressive person, and I know I need more courage. So I can probably get... I would have to spend 4 XP to get the second point. So 2 XP would be putting it either at aggression or spirituality. Well, if we're playing thematic, she's not a fighter. She would need 4 to get courage. She's got practicality, but she doesn't have spirituality. I think I'm going to spend the 2 XP to boost her spirituality for each in the row. 6 is tough at the start, not just a specific skill. 6 plus is tough at the start. It's 2 XP for each in the row, not just a specific skill. 2 XP for each in the row. Character advance. This is one that's... Sorry. You already have more than 1 in each pair. So you would need 4 XP for spirituality. Oh, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And if I went over here, I would need... So I need 4 for spirituality. I'd need, what, 3 for aggression? Is that what we're saying? 6 for aggression. 2, 4, 6. And why 4 for spirituality? The pairs opposite each other, so the idea is that you need more XP to balance them out. So if they're opposite each other... Oh. No. It matches with the one on the opposite side of the board. So I would need 2, 4, 6, or I would need 2, 4, or I would need 2, 4, 6. Well, plus 3, right? I get it. Alright, makes sense. Alright, so I can't upgrade yet. I'm not going to upgrade the combat deck. I'm going to hang on to the experience. I'll hang on to the experience, but thank you. That's very educational. Alright, so no XP gain. Not going to modify the deck. And we're going to dream. We can dream on 106. That makes sense. Alright. Dream. There are no dreams in this place. The sleep is as cold and silent as the mounds themselves. Here we go. That's it. All right. Okay. So then we end the day. We start our new day, which means remove expired. Kick this one down to 5. That is not really that great for what's going on. Yeah. We reveal an event card. Good weather. Your first travel today costs 1 less. Experienced journeymen know to make the most of decent weather while it lasts. It's 2 XP times the number of cubes, just adding to that row. So spirituality would be your second. That makes sense. It could get really, you're right, it could get very expensive. So we got good weather for today. That's what we're running with. Move guardians, no guardians around. Pick items, we're still going with the oil tent. And now we're on to action. So, dang it. I need more courage, and I need 6 for courage. Ugh. I don't think I'll be able to do that, but that's where one of them is, buried in a mist-covered mound. Clutched and burned hands. This looks like this one here, but this looks like a fight. And under Isle of Dead. I mean, this could be Isle of Dead. We've got enough food. We'll waste a day doing this. But I need to try. There's something under here that I need to roll. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8 for that one. So it's 8 each, right? Well, plus 3, 10. So it is 10. Yeah. It could get pricey. Alright, so let's do it. I'm going to spend 1 to explore. I know I got a free movement, so I might move away because this is a good weather day, but I'm hanging out. So I'm going back into 106. And we're going to wander deep into the mounds.
No one was ever able to count the mounds, and the most experienced miners claim new ones keep arriving, though no one can explain how. How far do you dare to wander?
If I walk and don't stop until you find something, minus, so it says roll a die, add +2 for each point of that you have, but it's going to cost me 2. So I can roll a 4, maybe. um, let's do it. Let's do it. Walk and don't stop until you find something interesting. We're going deep. We're going to spend 2, so we're going to go down to 4. Accept this. We're going to roll and add +2. I rolled a 2! I rolled a 2! So that is +2, which is 4. I rolled 4 again. Again. Ugh. The thick mist surrounds you. I get another terror. Wait, wasn't I supposed to reduce a terror? Yeah, I was supposed to lose 1. Oh, I didn't. I didn't sleep in a place with active Menhirs, so I couldn't reduce it, so it stays there. Just making my biscuit. This is insane. I rolled a 2. This okay, so we're back to Canje roll has to roll dice to be effective. I've got 2 left. I need to lower this terror because it's getting crazy. So I might spend the 2 to get back to Connaught so that I can get some sleep. So that's what I'm gonna do. 1, 2. God, what a waste of a day. One more try? Sure. Okay, I'll do one more try. I'll do one more try. I'll do one more try. What a waste of a day. Alright, one more try. We'll wander deep into the mounds. We'll go just
No
beyond.
one was ever able to count the mounds.
We'll go.
And the most experienced miners.
Yeah. We'll go just beyond. We're going to spend our one, so we'll sleep here. Except. Yes! Huzzah! That's a 5! 5 plus 1, 6. Hey! Huzzah! Okay, so we got a 6. You reach the top of the heart of the mounds and stop awestruck.
A burial mound, taller than all the others, emerges
Worth
from the
it!
mist in front of you, its front gate betraying the same shine as all old steel items. You feel uneasy. This is not a good place for a mortal to be.
Okay, so it's... We can attempt to break through the gate. That says that requires Old Steel Smasher, Secret Card, or 2 Aggression. We don't have that, so we're just going to dig in the mound.
After a minute of exhausting work, you hear a chilling sound close by. Your labor has attracted something you'd rather avoid.
Each party member gains 1 wealth. Okay. Draw 2 cards from the purple encounter deck and resolve the one with the highest value. Oh! After that, choose 1. Okay, so let's hide this. So draw 2 cards from the purple encounter deck. So we've got our first encounter and whatever else is underneath it. And the one with the higher value is... And resolve the one with the highest value, which is a Whispering Wisp. That's where we land. So it says, they say that if you listen close enough, you will hear the time and place of your death. It has 6 health. If you reach maximum terror, escape from combat. Oh my god. Okay, so we'll put this here for building out this crazy. If I run, it gets an opportunity attack on me, which means I'll lose 2 health. But I get a magic if I beat it. So let's put this one at the bottom of the purple deck. That's a good opportunity if you need to run. It is. So this is combat, so let's go to the combat track. Combat track. Draw 3 cards to start combat. 1, 2, 3. We've got... Ooh. Nothing good. We've got nothing good. We've got careful attack. Lose monster attack, lose 1 less, prevent 1 damage. We've got surprise attack, 2 cubes or 2 health. Cubes are damage, right? Yeah, cubes are damage, which I assume that means health. Let me hold it up so you can see. If it's cubes, run. Yeah, it says, oh, the enemy would heal 2. The enemy would heal 2. That's what that means. The enemy would heal 2. My bad. My bad. So let's take a look at this. You're right. It's not damage. It's heal. You're right. You're right. You're right. So we've got careful attack. Not good. Surprise attack. Would be cool. Would be cool. And defend. Yeah, so that doesn't affect me. So I'm going to run away. I am going to run away. When you run... Oh, I become exhausted if I run, though. Better exhausted than dead, I guess. And terror is a bad, bad thing. So... That's 6 health. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at something. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just looking at something. So it doesn't even get the magic link. Oh, this thing sucks. I can't put that card. I can't put... I can only do 1 damage to him on the first round. I get to draw a card, but ew. Careful Attack is one of the best cards in the starting deck. Fight. There's no way! There's no way. I can't play Careful Attack because I can't do, but it gives me good symbols. Oh, I forgot. The first card's free. The first card's free. So I can do it. The first card's free. So I could do a Careful Attack. And then my card I put down could be this, which will do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to it. And I get to draw a card. And then I could do something. If I'm lucky enough to draw 1 combat card that lets me do 6 damage, I could beat him. Ooh, my gosh, that is a risk. Because I will have done... This is just a free gimme. But I don't get anything on the gimme. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to him. Cubes, bonus cards on the left, amazing setup on the right, or less damage, less if you leave it out. It's a great card. Yeah. We could fight. So I draw 3 cards, abilities, play my cards. So I could do 4 damage to him, which he will give me 3 terror, putting me in insane territory. I get a free move, and then exhaust myself to get back to where I'm going. I would be in nightmare territory if he hits me this round. If this card is not worth it. Oh, that is the worst. It's better to be exhausted. You can't play surprise attack on the right. Oh, I can't. You're right. It's not a bonus. It doesn't have the bonus. You're right. You're right. So what Jack's saying, he corrected me on is I can't play surprise attack because my first card's free, right? That I can put down. But after that, oh, and I got that glare. Hold on 1 second. Let me get rid of that glare. That glare is not doing anybody any favors. There we go. Get rid of that glare for you. Alright, so what he's saying is that if you're going to play your next card, it's got to have the surprise on it. Yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna run. Take the freaking exhaustion. I'm gonna run away. I run away. This goes to bottom of the deck, and I am exhausted. And that ends that. So that's that. After that, choose 1. Attempt to resolve to break through the gate. I don't have Old Steel Smasher, so leave. Okay. Bad choice. What does Defend do? Prevents 2 damage, but he's hit me with fear. That's the thing. He's not hit me for... And let me read the card to make sure, because I don't want to be wrong. The slash says damage. So the slash said damage. Defend. Defend prevents 2 damage. He's hitting me for terror. No thanks. I'll take that as a bad idea. That's okay. That's alright. Alright, so we ran away, we're exhausted. Fan-freaking-tastic. So, we ran away. Go back here with that. Shuffle these up. It just says do that and then after do After that, choose one. So it didn't be like you have to win. If you win, it just says after that. But it didn't matter. I left anyway. The exploration ended. Okay, so we're done. We're done for the day. So eat one food. Restore energy. Because I'm exhausted, I only get back 4 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 5. I'm not at a place with a Menhir, so I don't lose trauma, terror. Spend XP. Nope. Modifier deck. Nope. Dream. Nothing happens in the dream. I'm not crazy yet. Yeah, I would have ran. So nothing happens in the dream. Which is fine. So then we slink back because we read it before. Remove expired Menhirs. Tick it down, so it's going from 5 to 4. Not going good for us. Reveal our next event. Hey! Good weather. Free movement. We're getting the heck out of here. We're going for the next one. We tried. We tried, folks. And I'm slowing down fighting these things. That looks like more of a fight. So let's... I got a free movement. Cool. I think I'm going to try to get here. Because this looks like an image of a guy with burning hands. So I'm going to try to get there. Okay, so... what's next? Move guardians, pick items, my tent, and then action. Alright, so I got a free movement, so I'm going to come over here. I got 1 food left. I don't want to be over here when there's none, so I might spend 2 energy to gather some food, but I'm going to draw an encounter card. So I'm going to spend 2 energy, 1, 2, to gather some food. So I gain 2 food. I feel like food is important. And then I draw a green, which is my first encounter, which is a misshaped vermin. Coming on down. So we go to combat. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We've got support. We've got reposition. If you escape from combat, ignore the opportunity attack. And the opportunity attack, if I run from that's just to run away. It has 4 health, so we're going to see if we can take that bad boy down. And if this thing will focus, we've got Crippling Strike. Gain 2 surges. Pay 1 surge on lose cube less, draw 1 card. Alright, so we've got all the symbols here. That Brutal Strike would have been fantastic right now to kill that. But we got what we got. So I've got Practicality. I could do Crippling Strike to hit him for 2. And then I could play this card to draw a card. Actually. Or I could play Reposition. I could play a Reposition to draw a card, not to draw a card, but to, if I escape. So I can, it's kind of wasted. So if I play that, I'll hit him for 2. And then I'll gain 2 surges, and it says, when the enemy attacks, pay 1 charge, lose 1 cube less. Oh, than what you would lose. Okay, gotcha. Draw a card. Okay. Why don't I? What do you mean I don't? I don't need aggression for this. What are you talking about? I got Practicality. Oh, you're talking about my other card. I wasn't doing the aggression one for reposition. I was doing this one here. Reposition. For the draw the card, yeah, I could have played this not to be able to. I wouldn't be able to draw a card because I don't have it. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. All right, so I'm gonna do that. Let's start this off right. So I'm gonna hit you for 2, and I'm gonna gain 2 charges. So I hit you for 2 cubes of your 4, and I'm gonna gain 2 charges. I'm gonna put on here. So that's play my cards. The enemy's response. If the enemy has lost, so 0 to 2, if they have 0 to 2 cubes on there, they will hit me for 1 damage. So I'm going to get hit for 1 damage. I'm going to use one of these surges so I could draw a card. So I'm going to pay this, lose 1 less cube, and draw 1 card. So you don't lose any cubes, but I get to draw a card. So I got another reposition. Does not look good. Okay. And that is the enemy's response. Then we discard down to we discard down. Do we draw up 3? Combat. Discard each party member's discard down to 3. Draw each party member draws 1 combat card. Okay, cool. So draw a card. All right, that looks a little bit better. We got to find a way to play it. We've got surprise attack again. Just didn't appear. I got to find a way to play this card. So go back to phase 1. Delayed abilities, play cards. So I can do this to do. Oh, that kills it right there. That kills it right there. Courage and the +1. That's 2. Done. So surprise attack. I'm going to put that down. There is the courage 1 that I have plus the +1, which gives 2 damage. Oh, really? Huh. Your card draw is probably pretty good, but yeah, that's pretty good that you beat him. So that's 4. We got a star that says do the victory check. I had to hit him for 4. I did. He's dead. So I beat him. So what we do when we beat him, take all this here. We gain our loot, which is 1 food. And we put this on that bottom of the pile. And we take all this and shuffle it back into the. Yeah, it depends on what you draw for sure. I'd probably say Edgar, I'd run through that scenario because I'm a probabilities and data person, right? Run through that scenario about 3 to 4 times, and if you each come out with 1 fear, then it's like I could have done different. It's all based on probability, right? All right, so shuffle that up. Good shuffle. Okay, so that I've got 1 energy left, and I did use my free movement. So I've got the food I need. Let's go ahead and get to a nice Menhir. End our day. Unexhausted. So, at the end of the day, consume 1 food. Restore all our energy because we're not exhausted anymore. We also restore 1 health. I go back to full. And because I'm in a place with an active Menhir, I'm going to go down 1 on the terror. If you don't have enough food, we're okay. Restore full energy. Spend character experience. If I'm in a location with a dream, which I am, then I dream. And we've done this dream. Basically, the restless sleep, pale lady shows up, that type of good stuff. So we've done that. We're good. then go to the next day. So, nope. We're down to 3. Ooh. Oh, no. Reveal the next event. Heavy rainfall. Every travel costs 1 additional energy. Every creek becomes a raging river. Every hill becomes a water slide. So it was a good day. Now it's a bad day. Alright, well, I want to go here. Because this shows whatever's down here. This does not. So I want to go here. And it says when I go there, I'm drawing a... Draw a gray encounter, which is the first encounter card. So I'm going to spend 2 energy. 1, 2. Move here. Draw a gray encounter card when you enter this location once per day. So I entered the location once per day. Oof. This shape rat. So we're into combat again. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Delayed abilities, and then play card. So we've got Mock Retreat. The oil tent avoids unnatural chill and the howling gale. So not heavy rain. And I can hold it up for you to see. Yeah, I was keeping an eye on that too, Jack, just to make sure. I was keeping an eye on it. Alright, so I've got Mock Retreat. Immediately lose cubes and toss a dial. If it's a skull, resolve an opportunity attack. If it's the Grail symbol, enemy, ignore the enemy attack, gain 2 cubes, and discard the last card in the chain. We've got Entangling Trap, which says on the enemy attack, instead of the enemy attack, they lose a cube, and then we discard 1 card in the chain. And then we've got Outsmart. Immediately gain 1 cube for each point of your Practicality when fighting a green encounter. You are not green. These cards are not the best. Not the best remotely. And they all just kind of give me... This one at least let me draw a card. So I would go with Entangling Trap, because I have Practicality, but the +1 lets me draw a card. So it said instead of the enemy attack, lose a cube, and then discard this card. So I'm going to do that, because everything else is silly. Or, no. I could do Outsmart. Ooh, it's better yet to do Outsmart, because Outsmart will let me draw a card due to courage, and then it says immediately gain a cube for each point of your Practicality while fighting a green encounter. So there's 1 card draw there. This one says lose a cube and toss a dial. I could do this. I could do Mock Retreat. Ooh, there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it, though. I think I might do... Yeah, the 2 times could help later, so I'm probably going to do Mock Retreat. Outsmart's pretty decent. Mock Retreat... Outsmart at least gives me something. But Mock Retreat gives me the potential to hit this, for this creature to be hit for 2, even though... Oh, it'll be discarded. Yeah, let's go here. This is the best I can do. So we're going to go to Outsmart. It's not a green encounter, so nothing's going to happen, but I at least get to draw a card immediately, which gives me Crippling Strike. Focus. There we go. So we got a new card, Crippling Strike, which this will give me 3 damage this round coming, which is good. Okay, so We'll put this down. I was able to draw a card. And this is not a green encounter, so that's going to happen. However, this creature has 0 cubes on it, so it's going to hit me for 1 on the enemy's response. We're going to discard down to 3. I have 3 in my hand. Draw an extra card. And we've got Careful Attack. Okay. Go back to phase 1. Delayed abilities. Nothing to happen. Play cards. So I can do Crippling Strike for 3 damage. And can I do 1 more stinking piece of damage, please? Nope. 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 But I get charged, and I'll get a card. Ooh, this'll work. This'll work. So immediately, I gain 2 charges. This actually works in my favor. I hit the creature for 3. This will be okay. I got it. I got it. 1, 2, 3. And that'll end my response. The enemy's response. On the enemy's turn, I'm going to pay 1 charge. It said that they would lose a cube, but I tell them they don't lose the cube. They hang on to it. So they're going to hang on to that cube because it says use 1 less cube. So you don't lose a cube. And I get to draw a card. Hey. Okay, so I got a defend. I think I'm getting the hang of this. So I got a defend. Okay. Then discard down to 3. At this juncture, I'm probably going to discard Mock Retreat because I don't need it at this point. Yeah, because I could put Careful Attack and kill him. I'm fine. So I'll discard Mock Retreat. Draw a card. I get Hex. Which, this is my win. Gain cubes for each magic when fighting a purple encounter. I don't care. Hex just works fine because, yeah, Hex works fine. I just need to hit him once. So that's my win. So go back to the phase, delayed abilities, nothing's happening, play cards. So I can just throw down Hex or Careful Attack. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Nothing else will trigger save for that 1 hit. That's all I care about. So I'll put this here. And I'll throw the Hex on him to do 1 damage. And then I check. I do beat him. So I get a food for beating you. Put these away. These are going to get shuffled. This is going to get put in. And dead. I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. So her deck is interesting. I might need to shift to mill stuff in there, but it's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so boom, you are beaten. Here. Get the bottom of that deck. There you go. Okay, that's done. We've dealt with all this stuff and we're still in our action. So I am going to explore this. I'm going to spend 1 energy to explore 104.
It doesn't take long to find it. You just have to follow your nose. The remnants of an enormous wicker man kneel at the bottom of a small vale. You were here when it was set alight, years ago. The day was wet. The wicker man smoldered but didn't burn. Its victims, dozens of tightly packed druids, are still inside, their melted faces and charred beards pressed against the bars and looking toward the grey, silent scars. Barely audible, ceaseless whispers seem to fill the air.
Okay, so if you're playing Maggot, or if he's in your party, go to verse 10. Yikes. Otherwise, stay a while and listen. Dig through the remains and leave while your sanity remains intact. We are going to stay a while and listen. Because why the heck not?
You stand there for a while, pondering whether this massacre was justified. The druids were blamed for the return of the Red Death, but without them, the plague kept on, while the Menhirs weakened. The whispers in the wind become louder with every minute. There's still some form of life left in the burnt-out husks. You wonder what knowledge or madness they can bestow.
So we could learn from the conclave, which means pay 1 energy. I got energy to burn. For party member to go to verse 10. So we're going to do that. Learn from the conclave. Pay 1 energy. So let me mark that down. Go into 3. Up.
The lipless mouths sneer at you. The melted fingers seem to beckon and call you. An angry whisper grows like the sound of the sea. Finally, you realize they want you to come inside, to step behind the charred bars, where their black arms and melted fingers may close around you, into a place where your life should have ended with theirs.
So go inside requires Maggot or at least 1 spirituality. I don't have any. Go inside. Put your ears to the bar and gather what you can from here or leave. I'm going to put my ears to the bar.
After a while, you learn to distinguish singular voices in the maddening cacophony of whispers. Several threaten you or throw curses for what your kin have done to the druids. Some cry out in agonizing pain. One describes a secret invocation and a forgotten ritual.
And the one thing I forgot, somebody's probably gonna put it in the comments, is I forgot to reveal 109, which is here, which is this card. The Island Asylum. So it looks like 1 energy, healing rights, pay 1 wealth to gain 3 health. Not bad. So that's what goes there. I forgot to put that there. Okay, so it says, if you have at least 3 magic, go to verse 7. I got none. Each party member gains 1 magic. Okay. Each party member who has at least 1 empathy gains 1 terror. These people are killing me. Exploration end. You care too much, Haley. Let's see. That ends that exploration. It's a crap day and a dream in this place. So I can't move without becoming exhausted. I probably am gonna go for the exhaust to get down here. So I'm gonna move. It's gonna cost 2 to move and I'll become exhausted. So I'll move down here. Cost me 2. 1, 2. And I'm at the Island Asylum. So I'm gonna end my day there because that sucks. Alright, so let's hide this because I'm not ready to explore this area yet. So we end the day, so we eat a food. Menhirs about to go out. We eat a food we restore 1 health, but I'm not at a place of an active Menhir, so sanity stays where it is. We only get 4 points because we're exhausted, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 5. Experience if we want to spend it. So restore, spend XP, modifier deck, dream. So we're going to dream in the island asylum. Ooh. 109. Probably might not be a good place to dream. So this says dream and nightmare. There are no real dreams in this place. The sleep is as cold and silent as the rocks of the island. Considering how much pain and death they've seen, perhaps that's a blessing. Oh, thank you for not ruining my life. Okay, so no pain. Order of the day. Go here. Menhir clock. This goes down to 2. Reveal a new event. Please don't be bad weather. Please don't be bad weather. Howling gale. But I don't care. What does it say? When resting, gain no health and lose no terror. The hellish wailing and moaning won't let anyone rest this night. But I got my tent that says each character in your location ignores unnatural chill and howling gale events. So it's a good day. It's a calming day outside. Move guardians, pick an item, and action. So my first action is going to be to explore this island. So we're going to 109.
The waves splash against the hull of the boat. A silent, hooded man slowly ferries you to a secluded island, its dark willow grove overlooked on 3 sides by an ancient necropolis, carved into the side of the mountain. You know the sick are kept in deep, dark holds, yet you still feel uneasy stepping down onto the shore. Grim monks, the keepers of this place, inspect your body despite your objections. Only then do they agree to listen to you.
So it says there's a lot of stuff here. So first triggers. If you have secret cod 66, go to verse 9. If you have the tracker status and they dial, representing the bow maiden, go to 11. Otherwise, choose the following. Hire yourself an assistant. Pfft. Tour the island's monuments. Sneak into the forbidden depths of the asylum, or leave. Ah, ma, 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 ma. um, um, I don't freaking know. I don't know. Hides in the tent. I don't know. We could tour the island, right? Tour the island's monument, but the Menhirs going out, or sneak into the forbidden depth. I'm going to sneak into forbidden depth. Roll a die and add +1 for each point of practicality and aggression. Then check the total result. Come on, give me a 5. Please? 3. So 4 again. 4 is the magic number. So 4. 4. Some priests catch you sneaking around the sick halls. They cannot let you leave this. Okay, so check results. Your result was 1 to 2, reject. 3 to 4, accept. Some priests catch you sneaking around. They cannot let you leave the island now.
You're now a prisoner of the asylum, spending your days listening to the agony of the others and wondering when your time will come. You hear from your inmates that over the years some brave souls managed to escape this hold. The real question is, should you do the same and carry the plague farther?
Gain secret card 66 if in a party all characters gain it. Place the character models of all party members below the island asylum card. So I gained secret card 66. Upgrades. Secret card. Oh, Welp. So we got a personal red sign. You cannot give this card to another player. I don't know what this means, but it's not good. So I gained secret card 66. Red sign. Okay. 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 What else happens? Game card. Okay, then choose one. Renounce your life and stay in the asylum. Your character dies. Try to escape. Each party member gains one terror. Roll a die and add your practicality, then check your burst. Well, we gotta try to get out of this. So let's escape. Oh my god! Roll a die. Add our practicality. So ends Ailey's journey, because that's a 1. So a 2. Ugh. Your plans die in their infancy as time keeps passing. All party members pass for the rest of the day. At the start of the next day, all party members need to go to verse 6 of Island Asylum 109 journal before performing any action. Write that down to help you remember. Alright. So I need to. So we're done for the day. And I need to go to verse 6 on 109 at the start of the day. Oh, God. This is not going well. Okay, so all party members pass for the rest of the day. So we're done. We're done. So we need to eat food. Oh, and I gain a terror, right? Is that what it was? I gain a terror. Yep, gain a terror. So I'm up to 3. Alright, so I eat food. I gotta still do this. I still gotta eat my food. So I eat my food. I heal 1 health. I not near a Menhir, so I don't lose terror. I gain all my energy back. Spend XP, modify deck. Dream. There's no dreams that happen here. So new day. Tick down the Menhir to 1. Draw a new event. Signs and omens. Come on. Go it. Probably dark. Let's see if I can make it pop. What do you fuck? There we go. You recognize many constellations in the night sky: the twin warriors, the seal and her cub, the winch, and also the cup, which is said to have appeared in the heavens when Arthur claimed the Grail. Now it seems that one of the stars on its edge has turned red, as if the cup was leaking blood. What foul omen is this? Your time is running out. The next travel of each character costs 1 less. Place 1 additional random event on top of the event deck, then discard this card. So 1 additional random event. I just grab from the top, put it up there, and discard this card. It says it costs 1 less to do. Okay. And we need to go to verse 6. So verse 6. You are now a prisoner. We're back to that. So I need to try to escape. I gotta try to escape again. So we're at verse 6 before we do anything else. So we're gonna go back to 109. Don't need to talk. What were we trying to do? I was trying to sneak inside, right? I was trying to sneak inside. I'll check my results. I think it was like a 4. So I got caught. So this is where I am.
You're now a prisoner of the asylum.
So I'm going to try to escape. I'm going to gain another terror. I'm so close to going crazy. Roll this damn die. Help me, please! A 6! Crit! Woohoo! Okay, so 6. Plus 1, 7. So 5 plus. Yes. You finally managed to pick the locks, fool the guards, and flee. Each party member gains 1 XP. 1 XP. Place all party member models back on the island asylum location card exploration. Oh god. I don't know what to do. I don't think I'm gonna do well. It's 1 less movement. What was it? It was under the dead mound, which needed strength I don't have. Clutched in the burning hands, which could be here, but I'd have to deal with an encounter as soon as I move here. Or buried in the mist-covered mound. No, this is mist-covered mound. This is probably the island of asylum, so it's probably Isle of the Dead. This might be my best bet, because mother of grief, I am not doing well. I'm almost crazy, and I've got 1 more day before I lose. I was hoping for another 1. Edgar, you're the worst. So, clutched in the hands of a burning dude. I'm gonna go here. So I'm gonna move here. Draw the stinking gray encounter card. Oh, that's 1 energy to move. Oh no, it's a free movement. It's a free movement. But I gotta face this. And it is a vagabond. Actually, let me hide this. This is probably what's causing it. I'm not realizing. We're no longer on explore mode. We're on this. There was an entry to do with that secret card on this place. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So vagabond, living on the trail, quickly teaches you to prey on the weaker. So they'll run away, but I'll get a craftable item if I could beat him. So let's go to combat. We'll draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and the asylum. Maybe. Should I go back? I don't know. Should I go back? I don't know what to do. Should I go back? Like re-pull that and then go into the asylum with the red sign? You can't give this card to another. Alright, Jack. Let's do it. I'll stay here. Put this on here. Aram. Alright, so I'll stay here. I'll try it again. I'll try it again. I don't know. I know I'm not doing well wherever I am right now, so haven't used my free movement. I don't want to get caught. But the red sign means something, right? I got the red sign here. I'll explore it. Let's try. I'll explore.
The waves splash against the hull of the boat.
Oh.
A silent, hooded man slowly ferries you to a secluded island. Its dark willow grove overlooked on 3 sides by an ancient necropolis, carved into the side of the mountain. You know the sick are kept in deep, dark holds, yet you still feel uneasy stepping down onto the shore. Grim monks, the keepers of this place, inspect your body despite your objections. Only then do they agree to listen to you.
Okay, so it says if you have secret card 66, which I do.
Before you get a chance to explain the reason for your visit, one of the priests grabs your hand and rolls your sleeve up. There's a small, festering wound there, not unlike many you have gained throughout your journey, and perhaps only slightly more reddish.
Are you
The
kidding
priest
me?
screams, "A plague bearer! Guards!" You tried to retreat to the boat, but the priests
Are
and
you
their helpers
kidding
are too
me?
numerous.
So I just lost this. Are you kidding me? Are you playing chapter 11 or higher? No. Okay.
You're now a prisoner of the asylum, spending your
Are
days
you kidding
listening to the
me?
agony of the others,
Jack!
wondering when your time will come. You hear from your inmates
Come
that over the
on!
years some brave souls managed to escape this hold.
Are you kidding me?
The real question is, should you do the same and carry the plague farther?
I should have just kept moving. Oh. I am now officially insane. I rolled a 6. Great. I gain an XP. Yep, I gain another XP. I rolled a 6. I rolled a 7. Exploration end. So I'm gonna use my free movement to come here and do what I was gonna do anyway. So I used 1 to explore that island, so I'm now. So the vagabond, like I was saying, and because I saw those cards, I'm gonna shuffle to make it fair. Ugh. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Draw 3 cards. I've got surprise attack. Oh, sorry. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so he's got 5 health, and I can run away from him, but I think I want a craftable item that he can give. Come on, come on, come on. Focus. Here we go. What are you? Oh, there we go. So I've got surprise attack. I've got mock retreat, and I've got hex. Take your insane card. Dying. You are going insane. Oh, there's more than one, so I probably need to shuffle. Okay, so let's talk about insanity, because I don't know jack about it. Let's see. Insane. Going insane. There's no only G's for Guardian. Insanity, 13. Death and Insanity. If your terror reaches to the top 2 red color slots of the track attached, you are going insane. Attach the You Are Going Insane card to your character tray and follow its instructions. This will open the way for destructive nightmares and make exploration or travel harder or riskier. Yay! So let's see what's happening. You're going insane. Out of all dangers on this island, the creeping madness is the most insidious. Attach this card to your character tray whenever your terror marker is in the red section of the terror track. Your rest no longer restores any health. You have no dreams, only nightmares. Whenever you travel to explore, toss a dial. On a skull, lose 1 energy and continue your action. If you have 0 energy, lose 1 health. On a Grail, nothing happens, continue your action. Yay! Okay, so how are we dealing with this? So I could do this to do 3 damage to him. And then I get to draw a card. 3 damage means he'll hit me for 2. For that symbol, it means triggers when placed. So if I place that there, I immediately get a card. Or I don't have to gain 1 cube for each magic when fighting a purple encounter. You are not purple, you are gray. Times 2. 1 magic can help kill you. Only I can play you. It says, lose 1 cube and toss a dial. Still resolving. I think I will do this. So when placed, according to this, triggers when placed. So I place this card down, I get to draw a card. I got Entangling Trap. Instead of enemy attack, lose 1 cube. No. We are going to. Where did I see you? I saw you just now. I saw the way opening up just now. So let me place the 3 cubes you're going to take. 2, 3. You are, instead of enemy attack, lose 1 cube and discard a card in the chain. Lose 1 cube and toss a dial. Gain 2 cubes, which will get 4. 4, you run away. If I run away, you run away. But I lose an energy. Maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to just let you run away, but I want the craft item. And the next card I draw is going to be a ×2. Means I can put this down and kill you. Let's do it. So, nope, can't put that card down. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go with it. So, I hit you for 3. 1, 2, 3. And I drew my card. You respond with 3 cubes on you. You lose 1 cube, and you hit me for 2. 1, 2. Okay. Then we discard down to 3. I draw a card. I get Distraction. If the enemy deals any damage, lose that many cubes instead. Ooh. That's drawing a card. Go back to the face. Delayed. My turn. So I put this down and spend my 1 magic to hit you for 4. So 2 here plus that. Ooh, or I can kill you, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to spend that. That's going to put. So I'll put 2 here. And then I have this extra, which I'm going to do the 1 there, which is enough. Boom. That's 5. And that's the ball game, folks. So that will be check. I do kill you. You do take 5 damage. You die. I get 1 craftable item. So I have to find the first C item on here. Let's see. First item with C on it. Here it is. Discard this item to prevent 2 damage from an attack or response. Wicker Shield. And I reshuffle. You're beaten, Vagabond. You're beaten. Alright. So. Here. That. Okay. So. Where were we? Oh, so we reveal the event. Oh, we're on action. Because the next day I got captured again. Okay, so I'm going to search. I'm going to spend one energy to look at one. And let's hope we can solve this craziness.
It doesn't take long to find it. You just have to follow your nose. The remnants of an enormous wicker man kneel at the bottom of a small vale. You were here when it was set alight, years ago. The day was wet. The wicker man smouldered, but didn't burn. Its victims, dozens of tightly packed druids, are still inside. Their melted faces and charred beards pressed against the bars and looking toward the grey, silent scars. Barely audible, ceaseless whispers seem to fill the air.
Okay, so we could stay a while and listen, but that we know what that does. That kind of we learn from the conclave, which leads one energy because we followed that path, which led to nothing great happening. So what the hell can we do? I don't know if we're going to be successful here. Bugger. So we can't go back to the island or else we're going to get captured every time. So buried in the under Isle of Dead is just out. Clutched and burning hand. So we need to dig through the remains. That's what we're going to do. Clutched and burning. Dig through the remains.
You hum a joyful song to drown out the whispers and get to work. Prying apart half-melted bodies is grim and foul work, but you do find some valuables that were locked away with the unfortunate druids.
If you don't have part 1 of the pillager status, so basically, let's see what it says here. If you don't have part 1 of pillager status, gain 1 random non-companion item and part 1 of pillager status. Part 1 pillager status. Pillager. Part 1. Gain 1 non-companion item. The who? Non-companion item. Like companion or component? If you don't have part 1 pillager status, gain 1 random non-companion item and part 1 of the status. Item 812. I needed a spirituality. That's not what this thing says. This book says I don't need spirituality for it. Oh, and an item which doesn't have companion trait on it. Okay. I don't know what companion trait looks like, so let's see. Oh, I see. Companion. Here we go. We got this. All Mother's Tears. 0 energy. Gain 1 energy, 1 health, lose 1 fear, and discard this item. Which I will be using. Oh, I got the really cool companion. Sucks. Okay. Each party member who has more than one empathy gains a terror exploration ends, which is exactly what I have. So I gain. Ooh, so I go above. I'm going insane. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. For the other option you did last time, learn from the conclave. It took me to verse 10, which doesn't do anything because I can't go inside because I don't have spirituality. Could do nothing. So I'm going to, because this All Mother's Tear will be fantastic, and it's free, let's do that. So I'm going to spend that for free. It says gain 1 energy, 1 health, and lose 1 terror, then discard this item. I have 4 XP. I could end my day to get spirituality to do it. Because can you spend XP is at the end of the day? And I got 4 XP for when I escaped there for the final time, so the day hasn't ended yet. Oh boy. Okay. I don't want to read the nightmare for here. It might be terrible. Oh, it might be terrible. I don't feel like fighting again when I get here either. I might just have to spend the night here and hope for the best. I don't know what else I can do. Because it says whenever you travel or explore. Oh, I forgot to toss a dial for the explorer. What's this? Grail. I got the Grail. Nothing happens. Continue your action. So I toss the dial for the Grail. Nothing happens. Need to activate the Menhir soon. Oh, I think this might end my day. If you go to your village, you will restore terror. Yeah, I can go and restore terror to get me out of the going insane area, so I can lose that card, which is great. The problem, yeah, what the heck? There is no tomorrow. Let's do it. So I gotta flip because it says whenever you travel or explore. So toss again. I got the Grail one more time. So nothing happens. I'm gonna move. Which costs me an energy. I will then spend an energy to do chores. Gain 1 rep. That happens once per day. Why the heck not? Got 3 rep. Or instead of doing that, I can move. Instead of using an energy to do that, because I got 1 energy to move there, instead of getting a rep, I can move up and get some food. And then move back down. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. If I spend an energy to move up, 2 energy to get food, and then exhaust myself to go down, that's not good. and I don't feel like moving again. Yeah, I'll do the rep thing. So that'll put me at 4. It's a friendly settlement. What can I do at a friendly settlement? Action, combat overview, diplomacy overview. Let's see. I can pass to end the day, explore. I can explore the town for 1 more. What I'll do for 101. We don't need. If you have secret card 66, I do. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I rolled a 1! Yay! Check the result. Sticks and stones hurt, but the fact your own kin turned against you causes even more pain. Yep. Each party member loses 1 health, 1 energy. Each party member gains 1 terror exploration. Okay. So, I was supposed to flip for the exploration too. I was supposed to flip for the exploration. It's the skull. Whenever you travel, skull lose 1 energy and continue your action. So there we go. I lose 1 energy. Okay. I did go. So, okay, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm done for the day. I'm just gonna consume this food right here. That's what I'm gonna do. Just consume that food. I will heal 1, lose 1 terror because the Menhirs still lit, and gain 1, 2, 3, 4 energy back. Then I'm gonna spend my XP. I'll spend the 4 to get my first level of spirituality. Modify the deck. Do dreams. Oh, you mean nightmares? Sure. I'll do my nightmare. So, in your dream, a worm the size of a mountain raises from the west, his skin shimmering with all colors of the rainbow. He draws close, opening his jaws as if ready to swallow the entire farm whole. Strangely, most people on the streets of Kana aren't even looking towards the creature. They are looking at you with sadness and disappointment. Aww. You told us it would be alright, a small girl breaks into tears. You wake up and can't fall asleep again until dawn. Each character who has this nightmare gains 1 terror. I'm going to die. Okay. Yay. Start a new day. This goes to 0. Reveal the next event. My god. A good day. It's a free movement. A good day. Oh, move guardians, pick items, action. Okay, I got the spirituality I need. So I'm going to move here. Flip this thing. I got the Grail, so nothing happens. I move here, draw an encounter. So I've got a band of highwaymen. Band of highwaymen. 1, 2, 3. Mock retreat, hold guard, and distraction. I like to run away now. Is that cool? Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna run away. So I'm gonna run away. I'm not fighting them. Bye. Because they have 8 health. So I'm gonna lose 1 to run. The opportunity happens. They're going to hit me for 1 and discard an item in the chain. It never said to explore Ghana again. I didn't know. Alright, so alright. We're almost at the end of this horrid day. Put you at the bottom of the deck. That is discard. Discard the last card. Okay, so let's explore. Spend one. I'm going full exhaustion on. So we're going to 104.
It doesn't take long.
We don't need to hear that. We are going to learn from Conclave. Stay a while and listen to learn from Conclave.
You stand there for a while, pondering whether this massacre was justified. The druids were blamed for the return of the Red Death, but without them, the plague kept on, while the men...
Yeah. Then we're going to... Wait, what? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Sorry. It's supposed to be No, it was 104.
It doesn't take long to find it.
Am I in the right place? Dag nabbit. So I'm in the card. I want to stay a while and listen. Which goes to verse 1. I then learn from the Conclave, K1 energy. Yep. Then I go to that, and it's go inside is where the spirituality is needed. So I'm going inside. Yep. Okay, here we go.
You break some of the bars open and step inside, choking on the foul smell. Closer, a voice in your head says. You lie between the charred carcasses and feel their arms wrap around you. Closer, the voice repeats, as hands begin to pull you in.
Okay, try to break free. Try to free yourself. So this says try to free yourself. Lay still. Each party member loses 1 health and gains 1. Well, I can't gain any more terror. I'm going insane. So lay still. Gain a terror. If you have the charred knowledge status, go to verse 5. Otherwise, do this weird thing. I could try to break myself free or lay still. What happens if you can't gain any more terror than what you have? Terror. Terror's terror. If your terror is higher than your health, it is. You panic. Then you panic. This is negatively impacting your performance in both combat and diplomacy. So I run away from everything. Okay, gotcha. If your marker reaches either of the 2 red slots at the top, you start to go insane. This represents you. So nothing happens. I'm gonna lay still and I'm gonna let this happen because hands begin to pull you in. God. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so let's do this. This. What am I supposed to do with that? This pay, I think. Okay. So let's see if we can find in the rulebook about this. I know nothing about whatever this thing is asking me to do. I don't know anything about it. So eat. Show me a symbol. Show me something. Probably in the back. So it's like this. See what. Here we go. Decoding secrets. Secrets are hidden so players don't read them by accident. They often include important mysteries of Avalon and its people. You should read secrets only when instructed to. You can find all of them in the Book of Secrets at the back of the journal. Whenever the exploration journal directs you to 3 empty dial outlines, you must decipher the number of your secret. Place dials in all slots so the directions of the skulls in the journal are on the dials match. Then read the numbers indicated by the arrows on the dial. Okay, so it's... What number is that? 1? It's 1. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. So, we're going to 1, 1, 1. That doesn't seem right. This means you go to verse 352 in the Book of Secrets. Oh, the Book of Secrets. Book of Secrets. I have Book of Memories. I got the Explorer's Journal. Book of Secrets. What? I don't have that. Unless that's somewhere back. Oh, Book of Secrets. Here it is. Book of Secrets. Here it is. Book of Secrets. Hey. Okay. Going to 111. I'm in danger. Oh, the form fingers dig into your skin. Bodies push from all sides, nearly crushing your ribs. Charred lips whisper into your ears. The pain is immense, but after a while you understand. They're not looking to punish you. They want to pass on the knowledge lost with them. Each member loses 1 health, gains 1 XP, gain secret card 11 if you don't have it yet. Gain the charred knowledge status. Okay. So secret card 11. Okay. Secret card 11 is, survey says, where are you focused? Look at this. Look at it. Let's plot out the sun here. I'm having the worst time with this focus. All right. I need to hide this because it's going to... I did lay still. Do you have the charred knowledge? Check. Yep, did that.
Deformed fingers dig into your skin. Bodies push from all sides, nearly crushing your ribs. Charred lips whisper into your ears. The pain is immense, but after a while, you understand. They're not looking to punish you. They want to pass on the knowledge lost with them.
Congratulations. You've completed your first quest. You know how to wake the ancient Menhirs when you finish a quest. Make sure to always follow the instructions in the success section of your quest card. New task. Get to a location with the Menhir icon and activate it before your time runs out. So we take a damage, we gain the experience, we get the secret card, and we gain the charred knowledge status. So I mark that down on the sheet. Expiration ends. Oh, Mother Mary. Okay, so now let's talk about, because activating a Menhir is free. So if activating a Menhir is free, or inspecting it's free to activate it, 2 wealth, 1 food. I've only got 1 wealth for that one. This horrid place. 1 magic, 1 wealth, 1 health, and 3 energy. Oh! I don't think I can do it. So, these are the only 2 places with Menhirs. This requires all characters in the Menhirs rights. 3 energy, I don't have that. 1 health, 1 wealth, and 1 magic. I don't have 3 energy to give. Oh, complete my current quest here. Sorry. Success. As soon as you have Menhir right, resolve the Chapter 1 Part 5 card from the event deck and discard this card. Remember not to change the structure of the rest of the deck. Part 5 card. Place this card on top of the active quest pile. Despite your best efforts to learn and perform the ancient rite, the Menhir in your town seems beyond your help. Disheartened, you realize your only hope is to try to enable one of the 2 statues of the nearby locations. Quest. Activate a Menhir in one of the nearby locations, 4 Dweller Mound, 106, or Whitening 107. So that's what I need to do. This gets discarded. So my quest is to do that. I don't know how, because to activate this one, I need 2 wealth. I've only got 1. Now, I got a free movement, so I can get there, but I only got 1 wealth. So that's unfortunate. And to activate this one with my free movement, it would take me 3. I've only got 2. If I had 1 more energy, I could do it. And it would take me 1 energy. Well, it would take me my free movement to move. Or, yeah, because I don't have the energy, I can do my free movement here, but then it would cost me 1 energy to trade to get the wealth, and then I'm out of the gas. I'm out of gas. I can't do next day. I'm at 0. The Menhir goes away. It vanishes. Like, when the Menhir vanishes, I guess time is the chapter. So time is the chapter, not the game. So every area that is... Oh, I'm still okay. I'm still okay. I'm still okay. I'm still okay. I see your point. I could move here for my free movement. I can trade... I only have 1 food left. Dang it. I can move here. Nope, can't get... If you're on an area that will disappear, you lose 2 health. It's already 0, so it does. I checked the rules for Edgar for that. I don't think the game's over until the chapter is done, but I gotta activate this Menhir. To do that, I need wealth. Or I need 3 energy. I can fire up the Whitening one. I can fire up the Whitening one. Next round. I can fire up the Whitening one next round. Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. So I'm going to use my free movement to pop up here because I can activate this Menhir. It's going to cost 1 wealth and 1 magic. I've got that. So we're good. And 3 energy. I can take the 2 health loss, and I'm good. So let's check the rules real quick. Jack and Edgar, keep me honest here. So Menhirs. Let's see, time dial 8. Time. Reduce the time dials. If there are any dials with the time tokens on them anywhere on the table, including these secret cards, reduce them by 1. No, that's not it. I need Menhir dials. Reduce the dial of the active Menhir by 1. If the dial was already at 1 and you can't reduce it further, remove it from under the Menhir. The Menhir itself won't disappear nor become inactive until the next start of day. Okay. If a Menhir has no dial in the slot of its base, it becomes inactive and goes dark right now. Remove any such Menhirs from the active table. Any Menhirs still on the table are referred to as active. Okay. So what happens when Menhir goes out? If the last Menhir on the map goes out, do not remove the last remaining location card. The character may continue to play in these locations, but they lose 2 health and gain 2 terra at each start of day until they die or activate one of the Menhirs. There it is. So we're good. We're good. It's not going anywhere. We can still see. Okay, so I get a free movement because today's a good day. It costs 1 less. So flip. Got the Grail. Nothing happens. So I'm going to move here for free. And then it says, draw an encounter when you enter this location, a blue encounter. Well, I'm just going to, it's the first encounter for the blue, which it's a suspicious guard. He's suspicious. He says something's up. You ain't right. Okay, I'm in a panic as well, so let's talk about panic. I might run from this guy. Panic. 10, 16, and 20. 20 might be what I'm for. Panic takes place anytime your fear is above your health marker, blah, blah, blah. Instead of playing the first card of this turn from your hand in step 2 playing cards, play a card from the top of your diplomacy deck. Then you may play any additional cards from your hand according to the standard rules. Do not draw a new card at the end of your turn. Any bonus or extra cards gained from bonus skills or abilities are still drawn as normal. Do not draw a new card. What? Do not draw a new card at the end of turn. Okay. Sure. So what happens if I run from you? I lose a rep. Nope, you don't have a run from. So how can I get around you? How can I hop skip? I can lose a rep, I don't care. So how do we get out of diplomacy? Escaping or avoiding diplomacy. A party may always escape a diplomatic encounter. Simply apply the penalty listed in the failure section of the card to each member. If the card has an avoid section at the bottom, you may decide to dismiss the encounter. In that case, you may do it. Okay, so do you have an avoid? Nope, but we're just going to lose a rep. So I'm not going to talk to this dude because I'm in a panic. So instead, I'm going to lose a rep. I'm okay with that because it just says you take the failure and keep on trucking. Not interested. Not even remotely. Yeah, sure, maybe I could have done it. Let me see. I'll shuffle this deck anyway. No. Yeah, she's insane though. Alright, so we're there. We're good. This town has, it's not an active Menhir, so she's not going to heal her terror at all. And we're good. We're going to end our day there. We're done. We're going to consume that last food that we have. We're going to get, before we get energy, we're going to heal. And then we're going to go to max, which is 6, not 7. Which is fine with me. Sorry. We don't lose crazy. Restore to full. We don't have experience to spend. We're not modifying the deck. And we're having a nightmare in this horrid place. So 107. Nightmare. Woo! We're barely going to win this. I'm just going to let y'all know that. So, Nightmare. In this strange dream, you start to age backwards, faster and faster. At first, you welcome it. Then dread starts to creep in. as day by day you start to lose something, and everything that was first now becomes the last. Your last moments as an adult, your last steps, your last words, your last look upon this world, your last breath, your last heart. Each character who has this nightmare gains 1 terror and loses 1 health. Hey, look, my energy's going down. So, okay, cool. So, all right, we got what we needed. That's fine. Then at the beginning, then we go to start a day. We lose 2 health because the Menhir went out. We're down to 3 health. So we're down. We're down to that. Oh yeah, we're going exhausted to make this work. So, now we kick it. Now we kick it. So I'm activating the Menhir. It's free to do that. So it requires all characters. Menhir right secret card. Pay 3. 1, 2, 3. Full exhausted. And 1 wealth and 1 magic. Put a new model on the board. So, Degloof. With an 8 on it. So the Menhir is out. If there aren't enough models left, if you lack magic, try to interact with supernatural forces of the island. We're good. Okay, so. Alright, so when you activate one of these Menhirs, resolve the Chapter 1 Part 6 card of the event deck and discard this card. So, Chapter 1, Part 6. Congratulations! You've completed your first chapter of the Fall of Avalon campaign. Each character gains 2 experience and 1 magic. 2 experience. Are y'all? Hey. No betting on my death. No betting on my death. Each character gains 1 free combat deck advancement. See the advancement section of the rulebook. I think we draw 3, pick 1. Discard your event deck. Place any discarded random event cards back in the random event deck and shuffle this deck. Then either save your game or draw Chapter 2 and follow its instructions to begin next chapter. Okay, so I believe the rules say for character advancement section. Character. Advancing character, 9 to 12. Now we're going to go to 12. Character advancement. Each character's points experience. Advancing character, pay 2 XP. We don't need to do that. Take 3 cards from the top, pick 1 of them, and add it to your deck. Shuffle the 2 remaining back in the pool. So we're gaining, according to this, we're gaining 1 free combat card. So we go to the combat pool. 1, 3, and we've got Blinding Dust. Ignore the enemy attack. Discard this card in the sequence after. Ooh, Sickle Thorough. Oh, you're right. I did not draw this. Check the Menhir. If there's an active Menhir in combat, put this card back in the top of the event file. Otherwise, read on. The Wyrdness is coming. From now on, in accordance with the Menhirs and Wyrdness section of the rulebook, you lose 2 health and gain 2 terror at the start of each. Put this back on top of the event deck. So, you're right. That's where it would have been. But we did it. We're good. We're good. We're still valid. I forgot to draw that card. Come on, focus. Okay, so we've got Sickle Throw, which I really, really want. Onslaught, gain 2 charge, pay 1 charge, remove a timer from any card in the sequence. I think I'm going to go with Sickle Throw. So that will be my advanced card. Then these you put back in here. Shuffle it up. Ah! I dropped something. So I'm curious, is the game going to be cruel and I still start insane no matter what for Chapter 2? Or will I be able to just say, okay, you were able to sleep after getting the Menhir up. You're good. You're good. You're gonna be all right. All right. Yeah, I have to set up the turn for sure. You're absolutely right. All right. So this is going in the combat deck. Boom. Place at least 5 combat cards. Nope. Have 3 Menhir. Nope. Visit an unfriendly settlement. I did. I visited an unfriendly settlement. So I get my first check mark for her. And it says read memory. Go to Aiel's memory number 3. Or Aiel's. Ailey's memory. Ailey's memory number 3. You pass on the edge of Farshire, afraid to take another step. No spoilers. You pass on the edge of Farshire, afraid to take another step, even though you gaze along a familiar street. You've walked many times a young lady on your arm, seeing this place again, your thoughts stray to her. Times were simpler and more carefree back then, or perhaps that was just yourself. She'd wanted it all, children, a life together, but you had your apprenticeship to think about. Life was hard enough in Connaught, and though your master made little money, you were learning a trade. Without that, what could you have offered her? You promised to return after your apprenticeship. Once you became a master, you'd leave Connaught and live together in this prosperous city. As you became engrossed in your work, your visits become less frequent until you stop making the journey altogether. Now, amidst happier memories of your time together, you wonder whether you made the right decision. The wound in your side. What? Oh, this is Bayor. Good grief. Sorry. That was Bayor. This is Ailey. You know these glares well. The suspicion that lies behind their eyes, watching you to reveal your weird spawn curse, or summon some horror to tear them apart. These are the same looks that the folks of Connaught gave you when you first emerged from the Wyrdness and into their farmhold. Though shaking and with tears streaming down your face, they greeted you not with kindness, but from behind pitchforks and spears. For how could a child escape the Wyrdness unscathed? And what happened to your parents? Those were the worst rumors. They conjured grisly tales of how you murdered your own mother and father, or transformed them into nightmares. Witch, they called you. Freak! Some claim that you caused the Wyrdness, others that you bent it to your will, unleashing its horrors upon whoever you choose, under the protection of I don't know this word, Niante. However, they tolerated you. The whispers never stopped, but the people of the farmhold still came to you when they were sick. Since that day, you've lived as a pariah. The rumor is always one step ahead of you, promoting a frosty welcome in many settlements. Observing the sidelong glances and people crossing the street when they see you, you wonder whether the stories have already beaten you here, or perhaps they are just afraid. The Wyrdness has caused so much hurt to so many. Despite their hostility, you feel for them. You understand their pain as you feel it more keenly than most. So we got that check. Defeat a weird child. We haven't done that. Visit location 155. Nope. Have a nightmare in a location without a Menhir seal. I think we had that. Without a Menhir seal. This has a Menhir. We had a nightmare right here. And we had a nightmare here. So I think that triggered too. Have a nightmare in a location without a Menhir seal. So we did that. So we go to memory number 6. Yep. Sleep still eludes you. Sweating and tossing around your sheets, your mind refuses to shake the images of encroaching Wyrdness. Clouds of it surround you, crawling ever closer like a disease spreading until it overcomes the whole body. The nearest Menhir suddenly feels very far away. Its distant light flickers like a lonely flame buffered by wind, almost cowering from the Wyrdness. You can understand why it falters, a single candle trying to hold back the night. It's a helplessness that you've often seen in the dying, when they start losing the battle against wounds or disease. They all wear the same pale, haunted expression. You've always strived to ease that suffering, guiding them away from their fear and towards acceptance. It never changed their end, but at least they faced it peacefully. As you wonder whether you can conquer your own fear and accept the Wyrdness' inevitable victory, a spark of hope kindles in you. The Menhir brightens just as it had faltered when fear gripped you. The Wyrdness recoils as though burned. As your hope grows, so does the light of the Menhir, driving the Wyrdness further back. You find yourself wondering what might happen if there were more of you, more silent protectors holding candles against the dark. Might the night turn into day? Hey, Steven. So that one ticked, and then says your character action. Use your character action on a character who has 3 or less health. I have not. Be present in a location that's discarded due to being out of active Menhir range. Nope, didn't happen. Didn't happen. Have the moldy tome or the shadow soaked scroll. Nope. So we got two. We've got 2 checks that we got going there for her Book of Secrets. Oh, okay. Yeah, this happened. So we will discard down, because this says, which was the last one? It says discard your event deck, place any random back in the random deck, and shuffle the deck. Then either save your game or draw a chapter 2 card and follow the instructions to begin the next chapter. Oh, hey Steven, what's going on? Hey Steven. Hey Stevens. Okay, so we won? I'm hurting. I'm hurting pretty bad. I'm hurting pretty bad. I'm hurting pretty bad. And I'm going crazy. So yeah, we at least got a Menhir going, and when the next chapter is next week, it will be painted so you can see what it looks like. This is good. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. So we're gonna end here. Oh man, that was so close. Oh. Anyway, a win is a win. Yeah. This one's rough. I'm gonna try to do better. So let's go up, have a chat, and then I'll let you go for the evening. Alright, so thanks for joining. So this game's tough. But fun. Alright, that's the big thing. It's like as Jack and Edgar was like, we were chatting and having some fun. I was having a blast. This was a lot of fun trying to figure out what to go on. And the map of the board is really beautiful. So when the next Menhir pops up, some stuff's gonna vanish. I'm probably gonna trigger another Menhir to make it work and see what happens. How are you finding the default difficulty with keeping the Menhir lit? It's tough, but it's fun. Insane talk. It's tough, but it's fun. I'm having a good time, and that's making me really like this game. It doesn't feel like work. Every decision I make, I'm like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Which is driving up, the anxiety, but the excitement. So it's not like when I'm done, I'm just like, okay, I can't do anything. I'm just gonna die. I don't care. Like, I've never said that playing this first chapter. So I think this is fun. I'm wondering if like someone has an easier rule to say at the con Menhir never extinguishes to kind of make the game a little bit more survivable, but ask the question again in a few chapters time. I'm sure it's gonna get I'm positive it's gonna get harder, but I want to find out what's going on. Yeah, and it will lead to replay value for sure. She's an interesting character. Ailey's an interesting character. She's not my usual play style. When I play any game, I'm either the tank or I'm the person who can take a hit, but also I can cast spells. So she's not like any of that. She's a diplomat. And so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out as the story goes on. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun game. I'm excited to see chapter 2. There's a bet going to see how much I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna try to beat that bet and survive all the way to the end. What's Edgar's question? Want to hear your chances of your success? My opinion will give. What was Edgar's question below? Did I miss it? Want to hear your chances of your success? My opinion will give percentage. Chances of my success. I'm gonna be positive. I'll be positive. I'll say I'm gonna make it. Positivity. Whew, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna make it. So I say I'll do fine as I learn more about the story. I'll do fine. Now I know what I need to do, so if I ever have to replay, I can get through this chapter fairly quickly. Because all I have to do is get the 4 XP, get up here, get spirituality, then get here, use it, get here, activate a Menhir. So I know what I need to do. I didn't explore these 3 areas, so there might be some stuff to be said about going there. 5% chance. Ugh. Edgar, believe in me. As long as I don't have to roll dice, I might be okay. No, but this was fun. So what's to come this week? Thursday, I'll be playing Marvel Champions, going through the next fight in the Rise of the Red Skull campaign. And then Sunday, I'm introducing a new game. Well, yeah, it's a new game because the Kickstarter delivered, called Mini Rogue, which is a new kind of quick pocket soloable game to play that I want to introduce. So we'll do that, and then next week we'll just keep it rolling with new content, keep playing Tainted Grail, and see what happens. But so far, it's fun, and I accept challenge accepted, Edgar. I'm going above the 5%. I expect next session you'll be like, I'm gonna raise that to 10% survival. Challenge accepted. So thanks everybody. I appreciate you coming on watching the stream. This was a lot of fun. I'm loving this game a lot. I think they did a great job with it. Thank you so much, Edgar, Jack, for helping me with the rules. Thank you so much for keeping me straight. There's a lot to keep track of. I'm new to this, so I'm learning as I go, and I've got the rule book. I'm reading it, so we're gonna make it through. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, my patrons. Thank you, my YouTube subscribers. I will see you Thursday for Marvel Champions, and that's all I got. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Insert comment here. Bye, everybody. Have faith in me. Faith!